Hey gas and bagels, Mr. Vinson here with step 5. And step 5, we're looking over the details. Now, as a reminder, we started making this car in SketchUp. We made half the car, added all sorts of details. Today, we are adding the final touches and getting ready to 3D print. Now, let's take a quick look here together. When we are signing into SketchUp, you can go to my website and click SketchUp Education Login Anywhere, and we are logging in with Microsoft. And once we've logged in, we can see our car that we have saved. And I have called mine car for video, but you gave yours a name. Here's mine right here, EV model for video help. Now, in this particular case, I now have both halves of my car. But if I go try to add details, they are still all blocked up together. And so what we actually need to do is to explode these groups, okay? And the way we explode, right click, explode. Explode is the opposite of group. So I'm going to explode these. And once they're all exploded, to where I can then make sure that I can go add it, change, edit anything, I am looking for details. What am I missing? I'm glad you asked. I could use a license plate in the front of the vehicle. And so I'm going to turn my car around, face the front. Lots of different ways to do anything. Let's see where I would want my license plate. Let's just pretend I would want, actually this looks like a good spot for some sort of grill looking thing. But I'm not exactly sure yet. So if I wanted a license plate, I can make a license plate, obviously. Take this right here. What I'm gonna do is pull it out just a hair, so that I can then add letters to the front of it. So there's the license plate. And I'm going to then go in and add text. There is a text tool. It's called 3D text. And I'm going to put it in here, and it's going to be V1 in, I don't know, SON, right? Like whatever you want your license plate to be, and you can just put it there. And it's not the right orientation, which teaches us how to use the rotate tool. Rotate tool, we're gonna click. It should be a solid color depending on which way you want to rotate it. I'm trying to rotate on this line, so it should be red. The rotate tool should match that color. And what you're actually going to do is click twice. So I have it red, click once. Again, it has to be red when I actually click, so let's try this again. When I click, and then I'm going to click again, and I'm going to rotate it up in this direction. And then, wow, I had multiple here. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. Losing my mind. Okay, I'm going to select it first. Rotate tool, click once, click twice, rotate it up, straight up, and then I'm going to use the scale tool and grab one of these end bounding boxes, scale it down about the size I want it. Move tool, M, click it, move it where I want it, click again. Scale tool, grab some of these bounding boxes, kind of move them to where I want them to go, back and forth until I get this to be exactly where I'm looking for it to be. Choose these different green boxes. Each green box does something slightly different. Rotate around, make sure it's touching. Mine's not touching. Move tool again, click it, move it. I'm going on the wrong axis here, which sometimes does happen. Rotate around again till you get where you want to actually go. And once your license plate is good, look for other details. We're talking like headlights, we're talking like spoiler, we're talking like the wheel well in the back of the car. If you have questions, come take a look at my car. Think, how could I make this? Because as a reminder, lines do not 3D print. Instead, what you have to do is actually push-pull, give it some depth and dimension that you can see in order for it to 3D print. At this point, you might be ready to 3D print. Go ahead and turn it in. Follow the instructions in Teams for 3D print. 3D print instructions are right on top of the Teams channel. And if you have questions, take the problem, try it yourself. Acquire knowledge, rewatch this video, do other things that might help you, and if all else fails, get up and go get help.